15 damage for a big store. Bunch of different big stores here. It's a slime boss act. Stores may be necessary to survive a slime boss act. Thanks to the 100-bit Snow 8 Super Kamiguru. I mentioned a while ago that I was reading the Watcher books. What are the Watcher books? Oh, the Witcher books. Oh, no, I don't really recommend them. I enjoyed parts of them, but I wouldn't really recommend them. I think I like Skewer and Energy Potion. It's a nice little combo. Works against the heart, works against elites. Buy more potions than this. I think I'm okay. Deck should be somewhat strong at the moment. I don't know, Paul's dog, I don't track that. Don't really care. Take a Bouncing Flask too. We got a bunch of damage of a variety of different types. Crippling Cloud? Over well-laid plans. Crippling Cloud's just too good. So upgrade Skewer first for the elites, and then we start upgrading all the poison stuff. I think we just lose our gold. Ouch. Unfortunate floor. Hey, Mr. Fisto Roboto. Glad to be able to stream something fun for people who are stuck at home. Feels like a good time to be streaming some extra hours, right? And if your stream sound is distorting, your best try is going to be just like refreshing, maybe changing the quality settings. It's generally something to do with the connection between me and you being a little bit unstable. And so what happens is Twitch like has to stretch things out to have you constantly seeing stuff, and you don't really notice with the video, but the audio is very noticeable. That's my understanding of it anyway. Is Twitch stretching out the internet pipes? That's correct. Gotta be able to drive a truck through those. Dagger Spray, probably a bit much. Dodge and Roll is a block card. Try a Dodge and Roll. I haven't been taking block cards as highly in Act 1 as Silent recently, because like Piercing Wails and Wraith Forms are what you end up blocking with so often in winning runs. Sounds like a good decision, Llama. Playing Control! So the Twitch Prime. Lonkabomo show to you too. Do we win this without resting? Lagavulin or Gremlin Knob? I think resting is sensible. We'll want to rest at least once before Slime Boss anyway. Against Lagavulin, we probably didn't need the rest. think I just start here? I don't know. Drawing shivs isn't necessarily bad in this fight, because on most turns, you want to play every card in your hand. It worked. 32 health. Oh. 32 health's a very tough decision against Slime Boss. I don't have an energy potion anymore. I have a pensive and a weak. Oh my god. Alright. Maybe it's not a tough decision. Is it a tough decision? Yeah, pen nib with Ninja Scroll is pretty nice. Very easy to stack it up. So if I play Quick Slash, I draw Skewer. I don't have a pen nib ready for that anyway. I could pen nib something next turn though. I can also just like Wraith Form. Feels a little bit spooky, right? I don't get Skewer the next time through the deck. Can I split? I could just split at 75. It might actually be okay. 40 would be a split at 69. Nice. I think it's actually okay here. I think there are a bunch of reasons why this ends up being good. It reshuffles my deck with all my cards in it, and so I get Skewer again. I do have the Fumes and the 1000 Cuts. So the health is still beatable. I still have Wraith Form, which I can drop at some point. I think it ends up being alright. Although, not the best start. Hey, lamb chickies. So I can Wraith Form and never have to worry about these again, right? Could also like Survivor Skewer, neutralize, and not have to worry about them anymore, basically. Almost. I'm gonna take 15 plus 3 this turn is 18. 3, 3. Trying to get a good split on this. Might be dead here. Ooh. Seems favorable. So my hand's terrible, but you're not attacking me. It's very kind. Slightly spooky fight. The slimes didn't draw any attacks either. Yeah, exactly. My cards are so good that Adrenaline's just windmill slam here, I think. Cloud Flask and Wraith form. Only Snecko Eye. This one's a pretty good Snecko Eye. Being offered a lot of them today. Ow. If I drew worse, I would have just run from this fight. Thanks, Trooper K. I think it's okay to take 1 damage. I think I need that poison to be able to get my gold back, which seems important because I'm about to go to a store. Piercing Whale's okay. Relics are usually pretty good. Dunno. Guess. Remove a strike or defend. I have Pennib. I have Piercing Whale and Wraith form. I think I can still remove a strike though. Also have 1 strength. If I was in really good shape, I could go this way, but like, I'm not even sure it's a better act than the one I have in this direction. And also, I'm not in particularly good shape, I don't think. We got an upgraded Wraith form, and we have an upgraded Crippling Cloud, so that wins like every fight in the game by itself, if I remember right. Enjoyable. I like dash. Predator would have been nice, damn. $33 times 3 doesn't deal 333 damage. How do you know for sure? It didn't finish dealing damage, right? Like, the enemy died. It might have kept going. We don't know for sure that that wasn't gonna just keep going indefinitely, I would say. Indefinitely repeating, of course. I think I'll hit 100 far easier than last year. We'll have to see how high we can go then. I wouldn't like... I'm not gonna declare it a done deal. I think if I play like 12 hours a day, then sure, but... I don't know. What if like the internet goes down and shit? It's a weird... It's a weird world at the moment. Let's put this here. The only reasonable goal will be 1,000. I declare bankruptcy. I declare bankruptcy! Yeah, we're not going for 1,000. A lot of Enchiridions today, too. Is like the RNG machine broken or something? Did I want Enchiridion? Am I dead this turn? Yikes. Scary plant. Yikes. Burst defend? I guess we can burst blur, like does the same thing. Or just take blur, rather. Yeah, this is stuff right here, that's for sure. That is, quality stuff. Hold the Wraith form, I think. New Ninja Scroll would end up sucking. Yeah, did its best. Leg Sweep is usually a good card. I only have 27 health for this fight. Card opening hand. Sometimes you need a lot of cards. Why use one card when 13 could do? You're stealing Adrenaline, which means that Adrenaline will actually cost 0 this fight. Yes! Thank you. And go for a congrats on the Ascension 20, that's awesome. Sure do have a lot of the old damage here. Can Adrenaline Pendub? What, Adrenaline a Skewer with Pendub? Sorry. Words. This is holding my Wraith form for me. It's very kind. Do I need to? No, I don't need to. I could have vulnerable potted, but it's not necessary. We've got this one. Unless my damage just completely doesn't exist somehow. But I'm not getting attacked again next time. It's 3 turns from now. Next time I need to block, so. You know. It's actually sort of close. X, we had like an extra 70 damage or something. Not that close. Corpse explosion. Corpse explosion. I choose you. I could take Choker here if I didn't have a Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll is mega sucking right now. You know, it's trying its best though. This is just one card per turn. I'll take the energy though. How do I know which card will be stolen by the minion? You look in your draw pile for the rarest card. For the most rare card. Well, that's that fight done. More like sweeps. Why is it always Hexaghost? Could the game give me more 2-cost shit? We've been getting some pretty good ones. My health is going up as I go through this act. Thank you, Blood Vial. Shovel. It's another good one. Yeah, I don't know, we're getting some good cards, aren't we? I think I like Fire Pot. Seems like a decent potion of some sort. And that's the fight. Corpse Explosion's a very good card. Okay, that's the perfect attack. It's the one that we want every time. So I'm gonna hold on to the shivs, which is a little bit spooky. It's a little bit spooky. Actually, I can't rest, right? I can't rest. So I guess we will be digging. Or I can't upgrade, rather. Can't do the thing that I would usually do at campfires. I can't say the words right. If I consider digging you here, it's great. Could be. Could be good. I'm just gonna accept 9 damage, I think. A little bit too spooky to risk a curse here. Alright. Poison potion seems fine. Maybe the only thing we're really missing is a catalyst. Thanks for Razmaster. Same to you. I don't know if the art asset changed on Poison Potion or if there's some bug with the colors of some of the potions in my game. Do other people see this? It started happening when I started messing around with mod characters. You do? Okay. The colors are different on the potions. Alright. Apparently they just changed the colors of the potions to make them look worse. I'm not sure why they did that. But apparently that's what it is. Colorblind? Could be for colorblind players. That would make sense. Would make sense. Is this a max HP giant head? It looks like it is. I feel like we might be regretting the decision to not have a catalyst right now. At least our 1000 cuts is, you know, dealing upwards of 5 damage already. I got a Wraith form. I don't know, we might be okay. Depends what Snecko decides is gonna happen. Probably go dash Bouncing Flask, take 11. I'm still missing like a lot of damage. Need to deal 100. I have a pen nib coming up. And a skewer. Perfect. Well, we took enough damage to justify resting over digging, which is good. Ooh. Because this way Twitch chat will be upset. Is Adrenaline good? I don't think it's that good. Oh, it is not as good as Gambler's Chip, that's for sure. What do I even, like, I don't know, do I want the shivs? Don't know. Discard the shivs so they will cost 3. Yeah, exactly. Right? That's sort of the problem. Six per turn better than 24. Probably about the same. Stone calendar. Gee, I don't know. Now that I have double Wraith form, it's like resting is a lot less exciting all of a sudden. Good recall. Refine this turn. It's next turn that we care about. Yeah, I think I'm good with setting up for next turn. Setting up for later in the fight. Getting rid of all the shivs in Ascender's Bane. Do I want Piercing Wail? Probably don't. We're probably okay on the multi-attack turns. We only get attacked for 21. It's this big attack turn that we're in trouble with. Yeah, and we're in trouble. Cool. Could have been worse. The only problem is I don't have meat on the bone. Other than that, my meat on the bone setup is perfect here. I think we can play Wraith Form. We have Stone Calendar, so as long as we draw and play the other one too, we will be intangible until the Nemesis is dead. Need to play leg sweep next turn. How good's Tools of the Trade here? I don't have a well-laid plans. I don't have a catalyst. A lot of stuff I don't have. Blur any good? Damage is very slow. This might not actually get there, Twitch chat. Might not quite make it across the line with this run. I think I'm okay with taking tools. Tools gets rid of this shitty 3-cost Snecos. Turns out that Tools is the shitty 3-cost Snecko. Feels awkward. Cultist Potion will save us. I think we take a Bouncing Flask. It's a very fair Snecko Eye deck, other than the double Wraith form. Okay, yeah, I mean, it has 2 Wraith forms. That's a good point. Well argued. It's a Reptimancer or Giant Head. Should be a free fight, and it heals me for 2. There isn't really a good bottle, is there? I don't have a Malaise. Like, I can bottle Wraith form, but I don't really want to draw it turn 1. I could buy Waffle, and it's like buying a Strawberry and another Relic, because I can dig instead of resting at the next campfire. Makes sense. Could buy a Caltrops. Or the Heart Fight. Makes sense too. It's a lot of damage. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Remove a strike. Okay. Magnetism and to bottle it. If only I was as powerful a Slay the Spire player as you. Should play Noxious Fumes, probably. Hey, the Shyster. I should have played Piercing Wail if I was going to play Piercing Wail, like before I played the attacks. It shouldn't matter, though. It really shouldn't matter. I think the previous claims about the fight being free were true, especially with an after image turn 1. Whoop. Would I take a Well-Laid Plans? Oh yeah, Well-Laid Plans would be very good here. Has Giant Head lost weight? Maybe Giant Head has just lost like a third of the head. On account of us fighting each other. What about Calipers? What about Calipers? Calipers like makes incidental block in a deck like this, because sometimes you don't get attacked but you draw a 0-cost leg sweep sort of thing. But like we do have Wraith forms and no dexterity, so it doesn't make a ton of block. Interesting. Now we can rest for a card reward instead of digging. I think we can dig. Ink Bottle's a good one. Well-Laid Plans is a good one. Hold on to this Wraith form. There isn't anything else worth holding on to in this hand. A terrible hand. I don't really want to play Wraith form on turn 2, but yeah, I mean, I don't really want to play Wraith form on turn 2. Let's just leave it at that. I prefer not to do that. This works. Hold on to the dash now. That's better. Decent turn. Had a leg sweep next turn, didn't get the fumes in play. We can grab that later. Dodge and roll and get rid of a Shiv, I think. Goodbye, Shiv. You have served me well. Damage. The cracks in our armor are showing. I'm glad, Tiberiani. Glad I can help in some way. Even if it's just something small. Piercing Whale, Bouncing Flask is fine, I think. So... Stone Calendar is about to get us to the split. After the split, I think we just play our Wraith forms. Get fumes down, that's awesome. Cursed Wolf. Gonna try to stream longer hours. We'll see how it goes. There's not much reason to play any of this stuff, is there? I could play the Wraith form and then hold the Bouncing Flask. It's an interesting idea. Guess just play the Shiv. And hold the Wraith form. Funny that I call it a split. Well, we're getting to the second half of the fight. I don't know. It sort of makes sense. I accept that it also sort of doesn't make sense. That's fair. Here's our other Wraith form coming right up. Just playing all the damage that we have. Little bits of damage matter here. This blocks for 2. Yikes. Hey, Biotaxi. Thank you, thank you. We probably don't want to see a Weekend one here. We have 2 Wraith forms and a Corpse Explosion. Donu Deka should be free. A Weekend one's a little bit more tricky. A little bit more like this fight where there's some thinking going on. Can't just drop the Wraith forms the first time that we draw them. Damn. Well, here we are then. I think I'm okay with playing the Shivs. I think I'm gonna play. I think I'm okay with playing some powers too. I think those will justify themselves by helping out quite a lot as the fight goes on. I want to assume that I draw and play Corpse Explosion. Seems like a bit of an assumption. Probably too much of an assumption. Hold on to Piercing Whale for the first multi-attack. Or for this turn, maybe? Have another Piercing Whale? I don't have another Piercing Whale. Nice dash. That helps. So we have to Piercing Wail next turn, I think. There's another one in there. This enemy just has so much health. Think about using this. I was gonna save it for the heart fight, but at least we have Caltrops and the poison doesn't get cleansed in that fight. Feels like that fight's actually not as long, maybe. Only taking 2. Let's play this. He's got 4 pieces of mail and none of them were for your address. Oh no. That's gotta be a tough job right now. Keep the damage coming. Have a Piercing Wail next turn as well. Can also Caltrops and Skewer this turn. That hits quite hard. All right. So we take 10, but next turn, Stone Calendar plus the poison is going to force the transform. And we have a Piercing Wail to remove all the strength. So we'll have a fairly easy next phase, hopefully. Hopefully. Wonder if it's at all reasonable to hold the Caltrops just so I can play it. I think I'll hold the Dash Plus for the safer block card. That says 40. Can't block for that much. How much damage do I have to deal? Like a lot. Like a lot. I have strength though. I could just Wraith form. It'd be very awkward if I'm wrong. Pretty sure I'm okay though. Have I ever beaten the heart in 4 turns? I have beaten the heart in 1 turn. I have also beaten the heart in 4 turns. I probably have never beaten the heart in 2 or 3 turns though, for what it's worth. How is that possible? I did it like the second day the heart was out and they patched it so people wouldn't be able to do it anymore. I think we got there. A little bit spooky. Cost some health, but I think we got there. Do I keep Ink Bottle on 9? Probably. Probably. Can I, like, cycle it back around again? Maybe I can cycle it back around again. Got it back to 7. That's not bad. Okay, Act 4 again. Is there a mod to make the silence smaller? Sometimes you feel like she is just too big. It's a tough one. I think that the health is worth more than an average relic. Especially when we get another dash or another fumes. I think another fumes. I think we want more damage at the moment with all of our wraith forms blocking for us. Card remove costs 150. Lol. I like Caltrops. Double Caltrops kill. How long am I planning to Spire every day? I think last time I budgeted like 3 hours per win, but then it only took me 2.5 or something. And Venom's sort of interesting with the shivs actually. It removes artifact charges. Let's keep 2 of them. Well, we got the wraith forms set up. I'm gonna run out of dexterity in not too long. Maybe Stone Calendar will save us though. Let's go after this one since I have a corpse explosion. I don't think I need to play the other fumes, do I? Feels like we've dealt enough damage now that we don't even need the Stone Calendar probably. Just draw corpse explosion somewhere. I don't want to kill it too fast. If I killed it too fast, it could get really awkward. I need to make sure that I get Corpse Explosion drawn before it dies. There's Corpse Explosion though. This still blocks for 6. Perfect. Perfect. And that's exactly how much damage I could take without losing health for the heart fight. We take another Bouncing Flask here, I think. And Ice Cream's really good with Snecko. don't think I play Wraith form yet. Gross. Time to perfect the heart fight? That seems far-fetched. Oh, baby. I guess that could have been worse. Okay, I've weakened it. I've applied some poison. I have 1 energy left over, which I'm down for. I only got 1 Caltrops into play, but we got it into play early. I like leg sweep. I like fumes. I think fumes is worth. Take some damage too. Spooky. Deals so much damage though. I think it's worth. Have to like hit a block card or something. Didn't. Oh my god, we're just dead. It's been a rough day of silent runs. That's unfortunate. Just sort of whiffed super hard on our defense on turn 2 and 3. Yeah! No well-laid plans. Hard to win every time. GG.